I got a call. See, look, try to plug this baby in. It won't charge. So I got to work on it here and fix it real fast. Main complaint of this guy's phone, iPhone 7, he gave me a call. He's like, hey, Doc, look, I can't charge my phone, man. Can you do something to help me? I said, yeah, I got you. No problem. So I run over here. During COVID, look, I wash everything. I wear a gaiter for everything, okay? I keep us safe, keep you safe. And I'm gonna grab my tools here and get to work, because this is gonna be a quick and easy fix. And I thought I'd live stream it for everybody out there. We having fun. You know, usually when I'm fixing phones in my car here, I usually turn on KCUR, because those are my friends over there at the KCUR NPR station. And by the way, shout out to my buddy over there on the board. He's a good guy. And it's the moth hour, so let's go ahead and crank up KCUR while I fix this.
The horses, matadors, and everybody else. I'm standing there with these two great matadors. They have fixed my ceremonial cape, so it's exactly right. And Antonio says to me, listen, be careful about when we walk the paseo over to the judge's stand where the Presidente is. Follow me exactly, because Litri, who was a bullfighter, took young Count Teba in as a sobresaliente, as a joke, but Teba was a little bit wobbly, and the wardens spotted him. They arrested him, and he spent a week in jail. And I thought, now's the time to run. But off we went. The horses.
Okay, we got the inside open.
The two matadors and alpacas, and then the rest of it.
Alpacas.
Walking from there over to the president's box was 4 miles. I did everything I could to be just like Antonio, and I guess I pulled it off. I didn't wind up in jail. We doffed our hats to the president. I went into the Callejon, which is the little alley between the wooden barrera and the first row of seats. My manager is standing there. He says, you know, there's something I forgot to tell you. By the way, I'll tell you one thing he told me in that wagon that I glossed over, but you should know. I said to him, when I get to the ring, I'm not conversant with what a matador does. Whoa, give me some advice from my manager. He says you only have to do 3 things. Number 1, look tragic.
So they're talking about Ernest Hemingway on the radio.
He said the bullfight is a
Which
very
has
serious
Ernest
business, so you should look like you're serious.
has Kansas City
Then he
roots.
looked at me. He said, number 2, when you get to the ring, people are watching you. Don't lean on anything. It's ugly for the suit. And number 3, if the photographer's coming toward you, put your right foot forward. It's sexier. So there's my manager, who now says to me, there's something I forgot to tell you. There's a 4th thing, and that is that you have to show yourself to this crowd. The sobresaliente always must make his presence known. Whatever blood was left unfrozen, froze. At this point, Domingue had already had the first bowl. Ordonez gets the second bowl. He does a couple of cape works with him, and then he fixes the bowl to stand still there. Walks over to the barrera, motions to me.
People ask me, how can you do this, man? I'm like, well, it takes time, takes a lot of experience, but after a while you get really good at it.
The fixed bowl decides not to be fixed. And if you can imagine yourself on a railroad track and there's a locomotive coming right at you, that was that bowl. Ordonez said to me, Pecos, don't move. Don't move. I was frozen stiff. As the bull approached us and got within striking distance, Ordonez, who was to my right, swiped his cape, pulled him away, and did a faena. And the sobresaliente, whose cape had slipped down, he pulled it up. I guess the crowd thought I was making a pass. At any rate, I stiff-legged out of there. And that was my only experience in the ring. Antonio was terrific with the last bull, his third bull. It was a faena like nobody had ever seen. The crowd went crazy. They waved their handkerchiefs, white handkerchiefs, to influence the judges, and the judges gave him the penultimate. Both the ears of the bull, a tail and a hoof. And they also demanded a tour. So now we do a tour of the ring, and he comes out and brings me with him. So El Pecas, the sobresaliente, is now going to make a triumphal tour of the ring with this great matador. The aficionados in Spain are very appreciative of a great performance, and they throw all manner of things to the matador. Fans and cigars and bottles full of wine, tiaras, mantillas, shoes, hats, whatever. So this is sailing down. And I'm thinking, well, this is a great thing. Look at all this Georges. And Antonio says, Pecas, pick up the ladies' shoes, nothing else. My men will get the rest. So I'm following him, and I'm picking up ladies' shoes out of the hole. Now, if you got a tight jacket on, and you can't really get your arms around them, and your pants are so tight, you're going to fall over every time you bend down. Picking up ladies' shoes is not easy. And it's not very fulfilling. Not for a matador. So we circle the rings, and my arms are full of ladies' shoes. We finish, and as is often customary, a group of men come out, and they lift Antonio up on their shoulders, and they parade him out to the street when they were going to parade him through the streets of the hotel. And the band comes to follow him.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Alone, in the center of the ring.
Now, the main complaint was it wasn't charging, so we got to clean it out. We also had to replace the gold contacts, which I've done. And give it a shot here.
I got back to the hotel, and I went into Antonio's suite, and
Boom.
Antonio said, "Hey, Pecas, you will
repaired,
just throw them on
fixed,
so I dumped the shoes.
all good.
Said, come on,
Another one done. So let's go ahead and
I went over, had a glass of wine,
close it up, make it final.
Knocked on the door. He said,
Glad I was able to help this chap.
I opened it up, and
Turns out he's a good kid. He's a construction worker.
They stayed into the wee hours. And the next day, the photographer of Life magazine had been with us and taking pictures of the day before. He came with his prints of them. And there was a big 8x10 of El Pecas with the two great matadors of the world on his right and left, beaming. And Ernest comes over and said, "Oh, that's wonderful, Hotz. You found your true profession." I said, "Just a minute. It may be wonderful to you, but look at the front of their pants, those significant bumps, and then look at the insignificant thing that I have." He said, "How many handkerchiefs did you use?"
Oh.
I said, "Handkerchiefs, you're my manager. You didn't tell me to use handkerchiefs." He said, "Well, you've been to a lot of bullfights. Didn't you see that all these matadors have nice humps in the front of their pants?" I said, "The subject never interested me until now." He says, "All right, look, I can make it up. It's okay. We'll make amends. Antonio has his next fight in Ronda. He wants you to be his sobresaliente again. And this time, we'll make it a level playing field out of it. I said, fine. And he said, and I'll tell you what we're going to do. And then he paid me.
All right, we are done. We are done with this bad boy. He's got a screen protector on that has a crack on it. I wish I had another one. I'd just give him one, but I don't. But the phone is fixed. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. You need your phone fixed? Give me a call.